Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Happy 2022. We are now into the new year. This is the first video of the new year and I just wanted to go over a few things with you about the new year and a little bit of changes from the Cauldron Witch. Which if you've been following my page, if you've been following my Etsy shop, then clearly you kind of know what's been going on or why I changed, or maybe you don't know, but if you're on my Instagram, you kind of get a good idea. But even if you look at my community, I put the little posting there, and so therefore you can kind of get the gist of the changes for 2022. So with the new year brings new beginnings, new things, new adventures, just overall changes about things. Not so much like resolutions and self-resolutions and whatever you want to call it, but like changes. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to go over the changes that I made as far as like my Etsy shop and the things that I've done to make things, how do I want to put this? I've outgrown Etsy. Okay, I've really outgrown Etsy. And upon speaking to a client this morning, and we were just kind of going back and forth about like Etsy and so forth, and she got a big eye-opening and just kind of sees kind of the shit show that is on Etsy. So when I first started, I mean, I've been practicing magic my whole life. This is not like something new to me. This isn't like I just started practicing yesterday. No, my whole life has been filled with magic and walking many paths. But I started my Etsy shop in 2018. Well, it was like the end of 2017 because I remember I was living in Arizona at that time and I actually put my Etsy page together and I put it up, but I didn't put anything on it because my life was focused on getting my life back to order and getting moved back to California. Once I came back to California and settled down and things were settled down, then I started focusing again on my Etsy. So at first my Etsy page was just a DIY, meaning you purchase oils, powders, jewelry like bracelets and things, necklaces, jars that I would put together for you, or like dress candles for you and send them out. Everything was for you to actually burn. Now, I did put my energy into it and things manifested like that, but you did your own work. It was a DIY shop. It was not a shop that you came to me looking for work. And the mere fact and the reason why I never had it so that you could do work with me is because I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually start taking on clients and so forth. I mean, I've come a long way. I didn't even want to be on YouTube. I just want to stay like, you know, here I am, I'm on Etsy. People want to come. They want me to do work that, or not do work, but like prepare their stuff. They do it themselves. That's fine. Then I started taking on clients at the end of 2019, which was hugely successful and absolutely wonderful. Met the most wonderful people in my entire life. And I ended up creating my website and I took a lot of stuff off of my Etsy because at the end of the day, Etsy, you're not supposed to have spell casting services on there and you're not supposed to like sell all the stuff. But you know, I had little things on there and I saw other people did. So I was like, okay, I'll keep it up a little bit. And you know, my website was more expensive spells, more elaborate spells, more everyday, like a week, 2 week spells. You know, that's hence is why they're more expensive, because I'm putting more effort, more time, more energy, more herbs, more oils, and working with spirit. I mean, I work with spirit on the shorter, small ones, but it is more elaborate. If that makes any sort of sense to you, probably not. But with that said, Etsy back in 2018 was very like low key. There wasn't a lot of people on there. It was great. I mean, it was absolutely wonderful. But then as time gradually went on, I just started seeing like the manic personalities of the people that would end up coming to me. And I'm thinking, why is this happening? So, you know, here we are, 2021, 2022, but really in 2021, I just got bombarded. It was just so overwhelming by the people and just them, you know, they're, how do I want to say this? I'm trying to get this out. I'm sorry if I'm like stuttering, but I'm trying to find the right words without sounding like a total bitch to you guys. But people have already been to multiple people on Etsy and wasted their coin on Etsy for their $20, $40 spells, you know, 13, yeah, $5 spells and stuff like that. Nothing has happened. And by the time they come to me, they're all in their feels and all crazy. And everybody else is like guaranteed results in 24 hours. I don't guarantee that. So people like, they're clock watchers, they're already impatient, and rightfully so. They've either been around the block to multiple people, or they're mixing that type of energy and trying to get what they're trying to obtain. So this kind of brings me back to the witch hopping video that I made. Why it's not good to witch hop. Because when you start working with one practitioner and then you bounce to another practitioner and they work with their energies, their spirits on the same effect or the same type of outcome that you're trying to achieve, the end result can be catastrophic. The end result can cause all this mixing of energy, because my spirits don't mix with other people's spirits. They will actually give you a little bit and then they take it away. So when you come to me, you better make damn sure that you're not screwing around with somebody else, because you will suffer the consequences of having what you were trying to obtain be taken away. All right. And it's because it strips everything anybody else has done. And then we start with my work and that's it. And then you start bouncing with other people and then it's a whole big crazy. So at the end of 2021, I really, because of all this, like I said, manic people coming, when you legitimately go to Etsy and you type in love spells, right? You know, you type in that, just type it in. You'll see what I'm saying. It is like a cesspool of shit. Like it's a cesspool of just scam. And it's just like, you remember the magazines, like the cheap magazines or whatever, even dirty magazines, but just like the magazines that you would open up in the back and would have all these ads, or like even the LA Weekly, but it would have like, take these pills, guaranteed results to make your breasts grow bigger. It kind of reminds me of that. Just desperation, pathetic, just people in such dire need to get a outcome of what they're trying to gain. And so these people that are posting their ads look like they're preying on people. Now, albeit there's legitimate people on Etsy. I came from Etsy. You know, I started from Etsy, you know. There are legit spellcasters on there. But there's a lot of scams on there. And as I was talking to my client today, I was like, this is a wonderful thing to mention in this video and to make this little video, because I had mentioned when you're freely handing over your name, your full name, your date of birth, your photograph, your target's date of birth, their photograph, their full name, you're giving the right for somebody to completely steal your identity, commit fraud, commit all kinds of stuff. And all these people are just like so eager to give them the information out. It's like, let's just make a copy of my driver's license, right? Let's just make a copy of my driver's license and just hand it out on the street so you can have all my ID, my identity. And while you're at it, here's my social security number too. We don't randomly like hand out our social security numbers, and we certainly don't hand out our driver's license and photocopies of it. Why the fuck are you going to Etsy and running from spellcaster to spellcaster to spellcaster for these $20, $30, $50, I'll burn it on my altar for this amount in 24 hours, blah, blah, blah. I need your name, your phone number, your address. I mean, when you order, you get your address. So you already got your address. You understand this, right? You understand this, what you're forfeiting. You're forfeiting your livelihood. You're forfeiting your birth date, your address, your phone number, your everything, your name, and the target. And people can use this against you. Like, meaning there's some people that legitimately try to scam people and say, oh, if you don't pay me more money, I'm going to go to your target. I'm going to notify them straight out, right? And there's some people that will do work in order for your life to go to shit, in order for you to go back to them for more work. So be careful who you are running to when you're on Etsy and you're all these people. And it's like major competition. You know, there's no like bonding with any of these spellcasters that are on there or witches on there. There's no like coming together as a community. They're all coming after you like claws out because they want your business to be down, because they want to be number one, and they're like stealing everything and copying your page to a T. And it's like so ridiculous. It's like, really? Yeah, if you were that talented, you wouldn't have to copy anybody, right? You wouldn't have to mock their page and try to do the same wording. You wouldn't have to take their spells. And, you know, that's all fine and good. It's always nice to be replicated. But it's like, you're never going to be me. You're never going to be my shop. And you're never going to be anything more. So, you know, it is what it is. But Etsy is just a cesspool of shit to me when I said, I type in, and then don't even get me started when you type in death spells or something. It's like, really? You're going to wipe somebody out for $88? Or, you know, like, I can take, you know, come on. Really? 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 Like, you really have to be some kind of stupid to believe that. Like, really have to be some kind of stupid. Like, think about it. You know, my mom used to always say, there's a sucker born every minute. P.T. Barnum, there's a sucker born every minute. And Etsy is a place of that. And because of that, and because I've grown so incredibly well and so incredibly much, and I, you know, like I said, I type in these keywords, or I love another one. Let me get this one. Make my dick bigger spell. Okay? Type that in, and then $2 you can have some sigil to make your dick bigger. You know, I mean, $10 you can have a sexual ecstasy. Come on, people, it's a little sleazy. Etsy's turned into sleazeboat. It's a sleazeboat. There's some verifiable good people out there. Like, there's super good people out there that's on Etsy. Don't get me wrong. Legit people. But I'm talking about these little inky-dink ones, $20.95, you know, make my dick bigger spell. Come on. Let's get real. Let's get with the program. So because of that, for 2022, I've changed my whole format. Okay, I still have my Etsy page. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not gone. But I've turned it back into a DIY. So if you want to do your own work, I have pre-done kits that are already made for you. There's instructions, there's candles, there's oils, there's powders, there's everything you need to do to make it happen. You just have to follow along, read, and then it will manifest. And your intention. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm just going to throw this together, of course it's not going to work. But if you are wanting to get into magic or practice or whatever, you can do these kits and they're already done for you. So you're not going out and purchasing oils from multiple shops. You buy one kit and you get oils. And it's enough to last. You don't use the whole damn thing. Also, I have rituals, monthly rituals going on for a full moon abundance, new moon or dark moon releasing. So if there's something you want to get rid of, whether it's like a bad habit or just, you know, someone, you put them on that particular ritual on the dark moon, and, you know, they're all like people coming together as a whole. So you're raising that vibrational vibe, okay? And then I have the love spell ritual to bring people together as a whole, as a group ritual. It's the cheapest form of spells that I have. If you're looking for that, without doing like a mini spell, I moved all my mini stuff over to my website, but you definitely have to go to my website to purchase now, any of that. And I will have my holiday castings, like I have Valentine's Day coming up, so I'm going to be posting a link for that. You know, the solstice I do, Halloween, Samhain. you'll definitely gonna still be doing that on my Etsy page. But as far as like doing anything like I used to have, no. And solely for the reason is some of the I have wonderful clients that come from Etsy, but there are quite a few that are have been around the block with so many of these spellcasters, right? Scam. Let's just get real on Etsy. And by the time they come to you, they're all like, you know, this mess, this hot mess. So it's like, I can't, you know. I find that the clientele that come to my website are more calm. They're more peaceful. They're more level-headed. They know that you have to have patience. Things do take time. Some things are instant and others are not. It depends. Everybody's situation. If you're trying to work on a guy who's with somebody, the guy is just not going to like, oh my God, I have a love spell on me. I have to call her goodbye to this one. No, you got to create the problem. It takes time. You got to get rid of the other person. And then you got to bring this person to you, because even if you do a separation, does that mean that the person's going to come to you? No. So you have to work on both aspects, but it takes time, so you got to get rid of the other one. Everybody's got free will, as we all know. So, you know, everything takes time. But I do find that those who are on my website and they're purchasing works from my website, it's more calm, more laid back, more, you know, they understand, and their stuff just manifests so quick. They're not all in their feels, and they're not all upset and stressed and, oh my God, what's gonna happen? They're not like that. So yeah, I just want to make this video just to say a little bit changes, and that's, you know, some of the reasons why. But number two, like, I have my academy now. I'm teaching students. I have a whole school that I have instructional for magic. So that is happening. I'm doing a ton of tarot readings for people. So that's like a lot of energy, time consumption. So, you know, my tarot has completely taken off. My academy has completely taken off. You know, my website has completely taken off. My YouTube channel, you know, everything is like growing. And Etsy, when I look at it now, which I have love for it, but when I pull up those little things that I told you and I see just all this shit, this lower level vibrational energy shit, I'm like, whoa. I can't be a part of that. I'm like on a higher level. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But when you practice magic, there's vibrational levels. And when you're up here, you're here. When you're down here, you're down here. The people that are in the shit show that's down here, that are always like trying to fight to be on top and trying to win over and talk shit about people and, I'm the best, I'm the bad. You're on this level, okay? You're not up here. And I feel like with the Etsy shop and with those people that are all like here and just in that shit show, they're here. And they're never going to be here because they can't get out of their mental like state of trying to be like, oh, I'm the best, you know, and or like, you know, their little cheap shit that you don't even know. I mean, come on, $20? A fucking candle. If you're doing a whole image candle, sometimes costs $10. Why the fuck are you charging $10 for the whole spell? That logical sense. And remember, guys, don't freely hand out your shit to people. Like, you don't know what people are doing with it behind your back. In a world we live in today, where we're so paranoid, supposedly, about our identity, yet on Etsy, you're like running from person to person, like, here's my information, here's my name, here's my address, here's my phone number, here's my date of birth, here's my picture, here's my target. Come on, people, you guys gotta wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Alrighty. Yeah, so I kind of did a little bitch rant for 2022. It wasn't supposed to be that way. I don't know what happened. Oh my God, I really don't know what happened, but it is what it is. But yeah, so DYI is on my Etsy shop, and my rituals, monthly rituals, you can become part of that if you wish. Otherwise, let's see, my celebrations for the different magical things are on there. But go to my website for any castings, guys, and then I get you scheduled in. I am like fully booked, booking quick, very quickly, doing more rituals now, a lot more rites and a lot more rituals. So things are definitely changing, but everything is about evolving. Everything is about growing. And we're always growing. We're always evolving. Like, you never stop. Especially when you're on the path of ascension, you never stop growing. So I just want to make this quick little video. Wish everybody a very, very, very happy new year. Happy 2022. We made it through the shit show. I don't think this year is going to be any better. As far as like, you know, we're going to see massive changes. No, I think we're going to still be in the shit show this year. I really don't feel that it's going to progress any better, but we can only make the best on a daily of what we do with positive things in our lives and enhancing our lives with positivity and doing good things for ourselves and for others, because, you know, what you give, you get. So, you know, if you put out bad, you get bad. If you put out good, you get good. And obviously just doing magic that is on a positive note for ourselves, for personal growth, or even for abundance and, you know, health, prosperity, love, things of that nature. Alrighty guys, I love you so, so very much, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're watching this video for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and thumbs up on the video. Let me know you like it. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on what your opinions are on Etsy, and just type in those things. Just type them in. And then give me some feedback of what you think about some of these people that are on there. You know, I can't anymore. Etsy is just, it's a whole different level than me. Alrighty. I love you so much, guys, from the bottom of my heart. And until the next time, many blessings to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.